Okay, ready? I'm going to be reenacting Joseph Priestly doing some chemistry, which would have been the sort of chemistry they were doing in the 18th century. Well, I'm a high school chemistry teacher by profession, now long retired, so I started coming here back in the 70s, I guess, and for Priestley's 250th birthday in 1983, they thought it would be neat to have somebody come in and do chemistry demos. And I said, yeah, I'd love to do that. Priestley's probably a much underappreciated person. He was one of the most famous people of his time, and yet people today mostly haven't heard of him. I frequently tell people Joseph Priestly is the most famous person you never heard of, because he's been largely forgotten, except by chemists, of course, and who very often can't spell his name, and of course the Unitarian Church. They recognize him as a founding father, so they know about him, but largely he's unknown. They may not know that there were Priestleys living in Northumberland up until about a century ago. When Joseph Priestly died, his son, Joe Jr., stayed here in the Priestly house for a few years, and then he went back to England. But then his son, also named Joseph, came back to Northumberland, and there were Priestleys in this town up until early 1900s. There are still some Priestly descendants in the area, but none named Priestly.